It all started with a little girl in Bombay in 1989 in the big railway station, Churchgate. While I was there, looking at my map, trying to find out where to go next, a little girl of about 6, 7, 8 years of age came up to me begging. She was filthy dirty. I had no loose change, so I waved her away. To my horror, this little girl took a whip out and started lashing herself across the back. I couldn't cope with that. I was just shocked, and I didn't know what to do. I panicked and I picked up my bag. I fled out of the station and then came back, tried to find her, but she disappeared into the crowds. I was haunted by that scene. If I shut my eyes now, I can still see the eyes of that little girl looking at me. I identified that nobody was actually trying to contact children like that when they first run away, which I thought was the most vulnerable time of all. Talked to some colleagues in the railway industry, and this led to the start of the Railway Children Charity. 20 years ago, under the clock on the concourse of Waterloo Station, we actually had, with a group of colleagues, the chairman of British Rail and the chairman of Rail Track, we actually launched the charity to work for street kids around the world as soon as we could get to them, early intervention. We were able to develop work longer term in India, in East Africa, and here in the UK as well. Over many years, I've seen huge differences in India. When I first went out there were hordes of children around the railway stations, often abused and corrupted and exploited. But we developed the child-friendly station concept with the railway police and the railway authorities in India and with our partners there. And nowadays, if you go, you see very, very few children on the stations because they're seen and helped so early. In East Africa, we've done a lot of work, intensive work with troubled families. And this has been so effective that we're actually sharing that information, that learning, with other organisations and with other parts of our programme in other parts of the world. And then here we mustn't forget the work we've been doing in the UK. We've actually been working very closely with government over the years to try and influence policy here. We actually try to develop safe places and safe services for children before, during and after they've run away. We've done so much in the last 20 years, we've achieved so much, but there's still an awful lot to do. Big challenges are still ahead of us. We'd like to ask you to help us in this challenge for the future, perhaps over the next 20 years. Thank you.